Hello there, and welcome to iSectors first quarter 2025 CryptoBlock model review video. My name is John Koch, iSectors Chief Investment Officer, and I'm joined by the CEO of iSectors, Vern Sumnicht. Today, we'll go through a quick rundown of our CryptoBlock allocation model, how it has performed, and some of the changes we made during the first 3 months of the year.
Thanks, John. I'm excited to look at this. I think we had some great news to share with our advisors today.
Absolutely, I agree. So, as a reminder, CryptoBlock is a 100% ETF-based crypto allocation model. It has about a 66% weighting to Bitcoin through spot Bitcoin ETFs, along with some blockchain equity exposure to go along with it and a small amount of Ethereum. So last quarter, we increased our allocation to Bitcoin actually and Bitcoin linked companies. Most notably, this was done with the addition of MSTY, which is a MicroStrategy linked yield boosting ETF. MicroStrategy MSTR, you can see 14% there. They actually go just by strategy now. So we'll try to call them strategy as much as we can throughout the video instead of MicroStrategy. And really, strategy is leading the charge when it comes to companies transitioning to the Bitcoin standard. They're issuing stock and debt to buy more Bitcoin to hold within their company treasury, as they believe that the price will continue to increase in the decades to come. Now, this process is working out very well for strategy. As you can see on this chart, strategy in black and Bitcoin in blue are outpacing traditional investments like the S&P 500 and technology stocks represented by FTech, the Fidelity Information Technology Index ETF. They're outpacing them by a wide margin over the last 6 months. We really think this outperformance will continue for both MicroStrategy and Bitcoin. We believe that so much so actually that we've also added a Bitcoin allocation to all of our models with equity exposure, not just in the CryptoBlock allocation. We won't get into all of that today, but you can find out more information about that decision in the link to the description of this video below. So now, speaking of our conviction in Bitcoin, we aren't the only ones who believe this, obviously. Obviously, strategy believes it as they've implemented that Bitcoin standard policy with their company. They believe it so much that they project the market cap of Bitcoin to increase above 200 trillion by 2045. Now, it's 20 years away, but that would be quite an exponential increase of the price of Bitcoin from here. And I think a lot of academics believe that Bitcoin's unique supply and demand dynamics will lead to this expansion of its market cap in the years to come. But besides supply and demand, there are more factors than just that drive the price of Bitcoin. As you can see on the chart here, Bitcoin has shown a strong connection with global liquidity in recent years. So this chart is courtesy of Real Vision, and it shows that on a 12-week lag, the correlation between global M2 money supply in white and Bitcoin in blue is very strong. Right now, it's the bottoming zone we have highlighted there, and Bitcoin is just starting to turn. In recent weeks, the price has jumped a bit to start to follow this rise up in global liquidity that has happened over the last 12 weeks. And so as the worldwide liquidity continues to increase, the price of Bitcoin should continue to increase, even above that recent jump that we've just experienced the last few weeks that I mentioned. We're not in the business. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I was just going to say, and this would indicate that in 2025 here, that this jump that we're seeing in the global M2 would indicate that we are looking to see some price increase near term, like yet in 2025. And we also should mention the fact that, not only has MicroStrategy been, selling stocks, selling bonds, convertibles, preferreds, and using the capital to buy Bitcoin. Thus, they've increased the capital of their company, and the price of their company dramatically. It went from about $1 billion company to now $100 billion company. It's quite incredible. But we are also seeing about 78 other companies that have already purchased Bitcoin in their treasury. And we know of several other large ones that are considering doing the same thing. All of this, including the U.S. government strategic reserve. And we have 13 other countries that have established strategic reserves that we know of, and that they're buying Bitcoin. And we're also seeing sovereign funds also buying Bitcoin and indicating future purchases of Bitcoin. So the demand with this very limited supply, and I don't think it can be stressed enough what a limited supply of Bitcoin there actually is a very strong indicator of future continued growth in the price of Bitcoin. This is great, John. I appreciate it. Looks
Yeah. I agree. Absolutely. And I mean, we're not in the business of making price predictions necessarily, right? But we definitely believe that the price is going higher from here, back above 100,000, potentially towards, the 140,000 that you see on the chart yet this year. And we're very excited for that. So if you have more questions about this model or about the decision to put Bitcoin in our other models, our contact info is listed below, myself and our Director of Business Development, Scott Jones. And as you carefully inspect the disclosure page, I want to wish everybody, hope you have a good day, and goodbye.